Hello and welcome back to another World of Warcraft video. Today we are going to be doing a tutorial on the Temple of the Jade Serpent challenge mode, getting the gold medal. Now, for this run you're going to need food buffs, flasks for your damage or healing, whatever, some DPS potions, and then finally some invisibility potions. So in challenge modes, trash is the main problem, and the bosses themselves are pretty easy. You'll definitely want to keep this in mind when you're planning out your healing and damage reduction cooldowns. Now overall, the Temple of the Jade Serpent is perhaps one of the easiest ones, though the timing itself can be rather tight. Still though, with regular Siege of Orgrimmar gear, so basically unoptimized challenge mode gear, you should be fine for getting a gold, because that's what we went with, and we were able to pull it off, getting the gold time when we actually had a wipe due to a bit of a bug with pets. Anyway, onto the guide itself. So first of all, you want to pull the mobs leading up to the water boss all at the same time. Basically chain pull a lot of them. You will want to pull them to just inside the boss's room, and of course anyone who can aid the tank by passing threat onto them will help a lot, so hunters, use your misdirection. Once gathered, you just want to nuke the mobs down immediately, and then move on to the boss. Overall, this bit is rather easy, though the initial pull, like once you get used to it, it's fine, but sometimes the burst damage can take a few groups by surprise. Next, we have the boss, and the boss is a little bit different in Heroic. Everyone has to be standing on his circular platform, or else he will perform an AoE that just will flat out kill a lot of you, so make sure you stand basically where we did in the video. Also, don't stand in the pools of water surrounding the platform because they hurt, and at any point throughout the fight, if you see bubbling water, be sure to move away from it because that water will soon explode, dealing nearly lethal damage to you, so it really is quite bad. The boss will then spawn 4 adds just like in the regular heroic mode. Start damaging these as soon as they spawn because time is of the essence, and the tank should just be able to pull them to pick them up. Once each of those 4 mobs die, they will turn into 3 smaller adds, which are quite easy, but again, tanks just be aware of that. Then once you activate the boss's final phase by killing those 4 adds, he's actually quite easy. Just move into the inner ring of the circle, run around it, and avoid the water beam that he casts. You definitely don't want to keyboard turn here. Mouse turning is far more accurate, so just be sure to hold in that right mouse button and do turning well. Alright, so once the boss is dead, you'll get a speed buff. You want to stack this with any party-wide speed buffs that you have, and then run yourself all the way back to the start of the instance, and then continue onwards to the library where the second boss is located. Once you run in and go up the stairs, there are 2 Sha adds which you must kill. So kill those, they should be very easy, and after that, you want to just wait for a second. Now, I would normally just say to pop an invisibility potion, but we had a problem where our tank had a debuff on him, I think it was a bleed or something, and that meant that his invisibility potion was killed. So you want to ensure that everyone, especially the tank, has got no dots or bleeds or anything on them, then use your invisibility potions. Now, hunters should also dismiss their pets, because even when we camoed our pets and then used invisibility, we had a few issues, so just dismiss your pet, it's just the easy way to do it. So once everyone is invisible, you want to run through all of the mobs until you reach the bridge. You then want to stop in the middle of the bridge and kill the mobs. Then just keep on moving and kill the mobs on the staircase, and then jump off the staircase and start the boss fight. So the fight itself is actually very easy. All you need to do is watch the buff on the 2 bosses. When you attack one, it will get a damage increasing buff, and then when you switch to another one, the one which you switched from will lose its debuff. So you want to switch bosses whenever one of the bosses hits 6 stacks. So if you start off attacking the left one, wait until the left one has 6 stacks, then move on to the right, attack the right one until it has 6 stacks, then move on to the left, and just rinse and repeat that process. It's a really easy kill. Okay, so after you kill that boss, you just want to use any speed buffs you have and then move your way onwards to the room where the Jade Serpent boss is. There are packs of adds though, these Sha mobs you must contend with first and chain pull them once your current pack is nearly dead. In terms of the actual adds themselves, they're not much of a problem, just don't stand on the crap that they put in the floor. Once they're all dead, we are going to move on to the Jade Serpent boss. Now this boss is actually exceedingly simple, just avoid the stuff on the floor. Initially, she will send waves of regular fire at you, and then later on she'll put these jade fire thingies on the floor. Just stay focused, don't stand in anything, and you'll be completely fine. Once the boss is dead, you want to immediately move on to the Sha boss's room, and then kill the 2 adds there. After that, you may need to stop for a short mana break, because, well, we needed to, And as soon as that mana break's finished, you want to pull that boss as soon as possible, because you could be tight for time at this stage. We pulled him onto the platform at the top of the stairs. So once you do that, you just want to nuke him down, then you'll get to the intermission phase. Once the intermission phase happens, a whole bunch of ads spawn, so everyone should just stack up and kill their ads, and then once the Shah comes back, you just want to pop Heroism and destroy it. And that's essentially it. So it's worth noting that our rather bad time of 14 minutes and 55 seconds was due to a really weird oddity. So basically, after killing the second boss, the pack of mobs with the fish in it that we had skipped using the invisibility potion, it pulled, and then in combination with the Jade Serpent trash, it killed us. And we're 99% sure this was due to hunter pet issues though, because my pet was randomly attacked after we killed the 2 Yangol bosses, so it was very strange. Basically, the moral of the story is, if you have a pet, dismiss it. It's probably the best thing to do. And anyway, that is the end of the guide. It's honestly not that hard once you get your execution down, and it may just take a few attempts to get used to the new way of doing things. I really enjoyed challenge modes, and I love how they sort of force you to play your class to the best of your ability, really, and it's a ton of fun. So, yeah, there you go. Hope you enjoyed the guide, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.